Okay, we're back, and this is not going to do it automatically, so I suppose we could claim that as done. That would be a plan, and we'll pay for the service. And I can get back to baling again. How's the Valtra? 3 minutes till the Valtra's done. Awesome. And 11:30. I suppose we could check what's on sale at the store, because there should have been a cycle of a few pieces of equipment. And I could drink and drive, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Lots of people running for their lives. Fortunately, no cars. Oh, and again. So, tractor needs maintenance. Oh, tractor's down to 66%. That's going to make it a little bit more costly than usual. The plough is at 70, so that's just hit 70. Okay, so no, $35 to repair that. The plough is $450 and the tractor is $2,400. Ouch. Okay, well, it's done. I think we got paid. I think if you chop that light post down, it makes fences and walls disappear. Maybe the hedges too. Still got the Merlot here. I'm going to have to get some attachments for that. Right now, I think we need to send this on up to field 72. How do we get into there? I think... that's the access. And... should we try that again? Set destination. Not happy. Okay. How's about... nope. Really doesn't like this, does it? Well, we're going to have to drive it, aren't we? That's annoying. So there are, yeah, there's a few places on this map where set destination really not happy. Sometimes it can be literally down to if you approached it from the other direction, I'd be able to calculate a course, but I don't have one going west to east, I only have one going east to west. Ah. Valtra's finished. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be doing a little bit of transfers before we get back to the baling. Oh, I learnt to drive in England, so maybe that's the reason. Oh! Look both ways before crossing. And I think I missed my turn. Oh, I so much missed my turn. And it's only really a problem if you're drinking and driving, which I was trying to drink some tea and drive the tractor and not pay attention to what I'm doing. All the good fun stuff. Okay, I'll let you cross the road and then I'll run you over. There we go. Okay, field 72 is our next port of call, which I think is accessed right about here. Nice. And not that. That. So this field here is formerly covered in wheat. So that's the wheat texture that was added to this map, which is quite nice. Better than the little sprouts we used to get. Okay, I think I'm just going to let that go. It'll do the unwrapping and drivey thing. Ooh. Looks close enough. Okay. Close that. And that's our job. That's done. Let's reverse the drive, and we need to get back to our yard and put the mower back on this thing. Well, at least I'm not reversing large trailers while I'm driving on the sidewalks, because that really would make a mess of things. Bales. So we have field 7 to go mow now and rake immediately. Guess I will leave this in the middle of the yard. Drop. And that's the issue I was saying about my side panel. Sometimes you just have to press the buttons 3 or 4 times before it actually decides to do a thing. And other times you just have to press it once. Okay, I do not know where the entrance to field 7 is. Should we see if we can guess? Oh, I think it's right there. Should I try that? That one there. Set destination. That should run. Okay. Now we can get back to the baling thing. Try and get all of this, at least most of this, done. Problem is, with this being the first field of the 2, I don't really want to be in the position where I'm left with a tiny piece of grass needed to complete a bale. I did that with yesterday's contracts. I I did clear out. I missed some bits in the first field and got most of the grass in the second and third field. Unfortunately, when I got to the end, I'm like 1,000 litres short of a full bale, and I'm fairly sure there was probably 1,000 litres of grass on the first field I did, but it's like, it's too far back to drive to go and get the stuff. So you kind of want to make sure that as you go, it's usually the last field you look at it and you say, you know what, it doesn't matter if I don't complete this, because we ain't going to have enough stuff to make a full bale. Contract on 72, that'll be the ploughing contract. Oh, what's going on with the Valtra? Valtra's still piling along at 32 miles an hour, so it's still en route. Looks like it might be getting to where it's going though. A little bit of grindiness on the wheel. Okay, just got that pile of grass at the other end. And some over there. I mean, admittedly, where we're at the moment, since both fields are adjacent to the yard, and we have to come back through this one, I can always play let's make up a bale if I leave anything on this field. Not going to do that intentionally though. Alright, that's the first one. Okay, I would love to know what the Valtra's doing, because I think it should be where it needs to be. Let's work our way over here, and maybe I'll jump back to the Valtra just to see what it's doing, because I'm kind of surprised it's taken this long to get this far. Oh, and it's going to need a service soon too. Well, that's fine. I think, I mean, this tractor's 7 hours old. It's still aging quite slowly, so maintenance is not very frequent. We will probably make at least mowing, if not raking this field. And I'm going to turn off there and totally missed that turn. Back on here and set the course, generate the course, back, cancel back, and reverse drive the tractor. Yeah, probably a couple of wrenches short of a toolbox. Reverse driving reverses the steering direction, it does not reverse the gearbox. Steering direction. Alrighty, let's forward this thing up and go backwards. And it's good. 20 minutes to harvest that field. You're still going, and I went the wrong way, and here we are at the bale. So, yeah, we're 3,000 litres short of a full bale after the previous field. And that will do the first bale. Oh, too far, too far. So, oh, and too far again. And get that open. Zoom. Oh, didn't quite fill it. So yeah, this baler is not doing a great job of these mountainous windrows. Well, we do have a ton of cash on the farm now. Square balers aren't that expensive. Can't remember what balers there are available. There's been a couple that came out recently. Obviously this one was the round baler wrapper. Only does small and mid-sized bales, which isn't a problem if all I'm doing is silage bales with them, because you can't wrap the large bales. However, I do have a preference for doing large bales when I'm doing hay or straw, because I don't have to take them, or I don't have to take as many of them as far to sell. Okay. And we've filled it up again. Oi, oi, oi. So I was suggesting I should look here to see if anything new came up. Actually, there is a square baler. Good price. There's also a mower. There's a horse box. $26 months, 30 hours. And the thing is with towed equipment, you don't use it that many hours. It's always, you know, tractors, there's an argument to be made that you buy new, because you are going to be sticking a ton of hours on them, and so the longer they can go without needing a maintenance cycle, actually a good thing. Good grief. However, yeah, hauled equipment, you know, I use a baler for every 20 hours on a tractor. I probably use a baler for 3 or 4 of those, so they're not cycling up for maintenance quite so frequently as the tractors are. And kind of the same with harvesters. Harvesters, I'm not too worried about a used harvester because I'm using it for 2 or 3 days in a year. So potentially we've got 6 to 12 hours of maintenance. So you're going to maintain it once a year, effectively. Even at 50 hours, you're going to maintain it once a year. But tractors are a busy piece of equipment. Everything needs them. Which is why I've got so many, because I can spread the maintenance costs out. This is the cheapest tractor I've got to maintain. I think it's a toss-up between the Deutz, which has a lot of funky equipment on it, and the Class, which is extremely high horsepower. So, use the appropriate vehicle at that point. My most expensive tractor to maintain is the Valtra. And so if I can limit that to just the mowing jobs, that will be a cheaper long-term option. I don't want to be ploughing fields or doing haulage with it, because it adds hours on a tractor that I need for the mowing, and my other tractors can do just as good a job and are cheaper to maintain. And we are full again. Or I get a fast bale. I don't like fast bale. Fast bale would not work on this mound of grass. We'd be travelling at less than 1 mile an hour just to keep up with the wrapping speed. Which is why I mean, yeah, okay, so it would have been nice to have a square baler for this. We are going to have to use a round baler on the field that's currently being mowed by the Valtra, so there's no point in me thinking about a square baler right this minute, because I can't take advantage of it. But might buy that towards the end of the day. Gives me 2 Fendt balers, yay! More greenness on the farm. Unless something else nice comes up at the end of the day. Okay, let's attack this mound. And all the stopping and starting is the reason I don't like this particular job. If we had a square baler which had a good working width, this would not take long to do at all, because we could just keep driving. It's just a matter of judging where the bale's going to drop as it falls off the back. Obviously not doing a particularly good job with the round bale unload. And 6,000 and 6,500. Okay, should be able to get this row cleared, I hope. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just drive over that bale because I hit it bad. Oh, and stalled the transmission. No, 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 no. Don't be doing that. There now. Now it's pushed out the way, I can drive over it. Eee. But yeah, this is very straggly on its pickup. And I mean, part of that is the row width as well. We're going to have similar problem when I row this silage bale field. So a lot of the time I'm going for a half. Yeah, picking up half the row one direction and then picking up the other half in the other direction. That way, yeah, I'm going to end up having to go up and down at least twice, sometimes 3 times. And therein lies the problem. Not to be driving up and down rows 3 times. That one's going to happen 4 times. Good. Super awesome. And go quick. So I'm probably wrecking the cord that's tying these, or the mesh that's tying these together, by constantly ramming into them. Row. Oh, let's do this one. Seven, 8, 9, and 62, 65. Come on. There we go. Go. Oh. I guess the other nice thing about super long weekends is Europe doesn't actually have one. So we do get our usual complement of European YouTubers releasing stuff. Not so much the American ones, unless they're like me and fake American.